second derivative. So first of all, we have to show that what is second derivative means. Okay, dy by dx. Everybody knows this. This is called first derivative. And d, okay, if I write like this, look at this. If I write d by dx, and in bracket I write dy by dx, look at this, what will happen? Okay, I'm calling them from their WhatsApp. Some students are coming. Okay, when we find double derivative, when we have to find double derivative, what we do basically? What we do, we write d by dx. Okay, wait. Abdurrahman Kashif Salar. Okay, so this time, look at this. We are finding the derivative of double derivative. Dy by dx. I don't put the bracket over here. Leave it. Okay, now I'm finding the double derivative. It can be written d square y by dx. We can write this like by dx. D square y. Okay, let me write over here. Please, this is first derivative, and second derivative we can write if I want to find out second derivative. Okay, dy by dx. Look at this. I want to find double derivative. Means derivative of derivative. I want to find the derivative of derivative. Look at this. This is called double derivative. Okay. So this is we can write d square means double derivative upon with respect to x square. We should not write d square up in denominator. This is rule. This represents we are finding double derivative of y with respect of x, and x square mean this is double derivative. Okay, I think Iman Asad uh, is there, but she is not finding the link. Okay, okay, now hope you understand this one. Okay, student, this is we call, but this is we call second derivative. Write down in your notebook. This is we call second derivative. I hope you understand. First derivative, second derivative. Okay, one more thing. We write first derivative like this. But we write first derivative dy by dx is equal to, we can write f prime of x, and we can write double derivative d square y upon dx, double derivative. We can write this f double prime of x. I hope you people got this concept. I think there is no confusion now. Hope you understand. Yes, Jersa, is it easy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I make the big one so that you can understand. All right. So this is double derivative. Now, student, write down in your notebook that how we write first derivative and how we write second derivative. So the first thing is, I would like to tell you that if I ask you find a double derivative, direct we can have a question. Look at this. We have direct question y is equal to 3x square. Okay, now you have to do this and then tell me minus 5 upon x. This is the question. And this said find double derivative. Find dx. Okay, student, you can write in numerator d square y because over here it is typed. So d square y upon dx. So you have to find double derivative. How can we find double derivative? Can you find single derivative as we used to find? As we used to find single derivative. Okay. So find first single derivative and then the derivative of the first derivative. Okay. That would be second. So should I do it for you? Okay. So what is first derivative? What is first derivative? So can I write f prime x, or you can write dy by dx, dy by dx. Okay, what is the first derivative? Yes, please. What is first derivative? Hello? Anyone, please? Hamza Zafar? Yes, Jarsa? What is first derivative?
Sir, 6x plus 5x power minus 2.
6x, then minus.
No, sir, plus 5x power minus 2.
Power 5x power minus 2. So in simple form, what can I write? 6x plus 5 upon x squared. Okay, this is first derivative. But where is the second derivative? Now, what about second derivative? Hello, students. Now we will find derivative of first derivative. Okay. Now we find the second derivative d square y upon dx Okay, what is the second derivative now? Can I write 6 first? Then negative, because the power will be negative, reciprocal, negative 5 2 times 10, 10x power negative 3, or we can negative 3, or we can write the answer directly. What is that? 6 minus 10 x upon, you write 10 upon 10 upon x power 3. So this is student second derivative of the uh, first derivative. We have find the second derivative. When we find first derivative, and after the derivative of first derivative, then we can have double derivative. Hope student you understand this concept. Okay, can anybody tell me what does it mean if I give you this question? Okay, student, if I give you this question, what does it mean? Write this question in your notebook. Uh, Write on a curve. You can write this question. Given that, given that f of x, given that f of x is equal to x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 1. Okay, now the question is, find, what does it mean? Find part 1, f of 1, part 2, f prime 1, f prime 1, and part 3, f double prime 1. Okay, student, now do this question. Hurry up. This is your turn now. Can anybody tell me what does it mean in part 1? What does it mean?
We have to input the values of f1 into the function.
1 x value 1 in the function, in the given function, right? Okay, what about part 2? When we will input the value of x?
After taking out the derivative, first derivative.
Yeah, we will take the first derivative, and in first derivative we will input the value of x. Okay, what does it mean in part 3?
After taking the second derivative, we will put the values in the function.
Very good. Now, student, I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes. This is your classwork. Find 3 answer and then tell me, then share with me. Okay. Yes, share your answers. Please hurry up so that we can continue our lesson. Yes, students.
Sir, part 1 -3.
-3. Okay, part 1 -3. Then
Second part -9.
-3 and -9. Okay, beta, very good. What about part C?
-8.
-8. Very good. So this is the way, student, we find the derivative. Okay, now you have learned what is first derivative, what is second derivative. Now we now put the heading. Now put the heading stationary points. Stationary points. This is the topic that we continue today. Stationary points means, student, stationary point means stationary points means turning points. Okay, how we deal like such working stationary point. Okay, student, remember I'm going to draw one thing here for you. Look at this. There's a curve like this, and there's a curve like this. Okay, both are having stationary points. Can anybody tell me where is the stationary point? Turning point. When graph turns. So beta, this is called turning or stationary point. Turning point. Similarly, over here, turning point. So there are two types of turning points. One turning point is maximum, which in question in exam they ask what is the maximum point. One turning point is minimum. Okay, now consider, you know very well the lines. This line is having negative gradient, this line is having positive gradient, and this line is having zero gradient. So on turning point the gradient is zero. Please note down, this is very important point. On turning point, whether it is minimum or maximum, gradient is zero. So student, I can write dy by dx. When I find dy by dx and I make it equal to zero, it means I am on turning point. Please note this. When I am on turning point and then I will make it equal to zero, so that I can say that I am on turning point. Please note down. Okay, now you consider this gradient line of this tangent. If I draw tangent this side, the gradient will be negative because this is the line like this, and on the right side, when there is a minimum point, gradient is positive, and here the gradient is like zero. Okay, over here the gradient is zero. After zero gradient, when point maximum, after zero the gradient will be negative. Before zero the gradient will be positive. So please make sure these concepts. Is there any problem in these concepts? So please ask me. Any problem? Yes, student, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we are going towards finding the concept of this. They are asking whether, okay, uh, turning point, a stationary point are the same concepts. Okay. So now one more concept, you please note down. I am going ahead. I am going to write with my points. If dy by dx if dy by dx, okay, just write dy by dx is equal to 0 and d square y by dx. Okay, if this is lesser than 0, if double derivative is less than 0, when you put the value of x after finding derivative, student, after finding derivative, if your derivative is equal to 0 and then you find double derivative and it is less than 0, double derivative is also less than 0, then your point will be maximum. Then your point will be maximum, because it is asked in the nature of points in exam. Point is maximum, because this is called nature of derivative. This is called nature of derivative. Okay. So dear student, now again, point. Okay, now if the simple thing, if double derivative greater than 0, the point is minimum. Point is minimum. So these are called nature of root, nature of derivative. In exam, they ask questions like this: find the nature of root. They find the nature of these points, nature of turning point. If double derivative is less than 0, then point is maximum. It means in this situation, double derivative will be like this. If you put the value of x in double derivative and it is less than 0, so it means the graph is having maximum point. And if double derivative greater than 0, it means graph is having minimum point. So keep these points in your mind. Now I'm giving you a question to find the answer. Okay. And now similarly, you have to sketch the graph. But okay, have you written? Should I give you a question? Should I give you a question? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, now write down
Yes,
this
sir.
question. Find the coordinates of stationary point. Look at this. Find the coordinates of stationary. Find the coordinates of stationary points on the curve. On the curve, y is equal to 2x cube minus 15x square plus 24x plus 6. Okay. And determine the of nature of these points. And later on they are asking sketch the curve. Okay. Sketch the curve. This curve you have to sketch. Okay, now I'm giving you time. How would you do these questions? Number 1. Can anybody explain how can we do these questions? First, what we will do first? Tell me. The first step. Yes, student. Abdurrahman Kashif. What is the first step? Hello. What is the first step?
Sir, finding the first derivative.
Then
Finding the first derivative.
we will find the double derivative. Okay. Okay, how can we find the value of x? For example, first derivative should be equal to 0. First derivative, we will put first derivative is equal to 0. And if we put first derivative is equal to 0, we will find the values of x. And when we find the values of x, we will input these values in double derivative to find whether the point maximum or minimum. Hope you can do this question. Try this. I'm giving you a few minutes. Yes, student, hurry up. What is the first derivative? Yes, student, what is the first derivative? Now, what we will do? dy by dx is equal to 0. Next step. Next step. Is equal to 0. Okay, now, how can we find the values of x from here? If I reduce, take common. If I take 6 common, so what will be left?
X square minus 5x plus 4.
Good. Is equal to 0. What are the two values? What two values you have found? X is equal to 1
4
and
and
x.
1.
Yes, 1. X is equal to 4. So now what we will do? We have two values. We will input in double derivative. We will input in double derivatives. Okay. Now we find double derivative. Find a double derivative. Find double derivative. And we can also find the turning points as well. Now, if you want to find the turning point, substitute 1. Maximum or minimum will tell you when double derivative will be greater than 0 or less than 0. But for finding the stationary point, what we will do? For finding the stationary point, we input this value in the equation. We will input these values in the equation. So first put y is equal to 2. Now input the value of 1. Minus 15. 1. First we input 1 in the equation so that we can find the coordinates of turning points. 1 is square. Then plus 24. Now like this you can continue, please. 1 and then plus 6. Hurry up. Now continue and tell me the value.
$17.
This is first turning point, and now we will input the value of y. 4. Now tell me the value when we input 4. So what is the answer? Negative 10. So what is the turning point we have? 4 comma 4 comma negative 10. This is the second turning point. Okay, student, now you can see in the question they are asking find the coordinates of the turning points on the curve. Find the coordinate of the stationary point on the curve. So we have found these are the turning points and determine the nature of these points. So what should we do for determine the nature? What does it mean? I just explained. Yes, student?
Sir, we have to tell if they're maximum or minimum.
We have to tell the minimum or maximum. So find minimum or maximum for determine the nature. Okay? To determine the nature, find the double derivative. Find a double derivative and find the double derivative. And double derivative, you will substitute the values in double derivative, whether the value is greater than double derivative is greater than 0 or not. So please do this. Hurry up. Okay, excuse me, student. Now there are two values of x. One by one, you will input in. Substitute x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 4 in double derivative. Hurry up. Yes, student, hurry up. Double derivative. Substitute x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 4 in double derivative. Okay, when we substitute x is equal to 1 in double derivative, so what is double derivative?
Minus 18.
Okay, first derivative is 6x square minus 30x. So double derivative is 12x minus 30. Now students substitute the value of x here. Now students substitute the value of x here. What will be the answer? 12 bracket 1 minus 30. What is this? 12 minus 30, how much?
Minus 18.
Minus 18. It means the point is 18 is less than 0. So the point is,
Minimum.
hello, the point is
Maximum.
Sir, minimum.
maximum. Okay. Now in double derivative, substitute the value. Now substitute 12. Now you substitute 4 minus 30. What is the answer?
12. No, sorry, 18.
18. So point is, this is greater than 0. The point is minimum. So this is the student we have answered. Now our turning point will tell you that, okay, there are two turning points. It means the graph is, now we have to sketch the graph. Be careful, I will draw the graph here. Now tell me, how can I draw the graph? Yes, students, we have to sketch the graph. In exam, you will be given grid. So you will sketch the graph on over there. So what about this one now? What about this one? How can we draw the graph? When I input 1, so what was the value of x? Turning point. First of all, I mark turning points. Okay, student. So what are the turning point? 1, 17. So student, where is 1, 17? Should I mark it 1, 17 first? For example, 1 and this is 17. So where is the first coordinate? 1, 17, turning point. And student, what is the second point? 4, minus 10. So where is the 4, minus 10? For example, this is 4 and this is minus 10. Salar, please mute your mic. Salar, please mute your mic and then do this one. Yes, Salar. Okay, now you tell me what is the second turning point? 4 comma minus 10. For instance,
Yes,
this
sir.
is negative 10. So this is 4 comma minus 10. 4 comma minus 10. So student, our graph would be like this. This is maximum point. So what we do? We do like this. This is maximum point. And after maximum point, like this. How many students, how many of you understood? How many of you understood? Hello, students. Very good. Iman, you understood. Very good. What about others?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now, in one question, I have taught you maximum concept of the learning point. So we have learned. Again, I can repeat. I started my lesson today with. I started my lesson today. What is differentiation? What is second derivative? So what is first derivative? Derivative of first derivative is second derivative. We can also write f prime, f double prime for second derivative. And now you know how to find double derivative. Now in double derivative, how to input values, I have shown here. Now we have studied what is stationary point. It means turning point. In turning point, one point is minimum, one point is maximum. Whether the point is minimum or maximum, we input is equal to 0. If we put in is equal to 0, we find the values of x. If we input the values of x in the equation, it means we are finding the turning points. And in turning points, after finding the turning point, if we find the double derivative, and if we input the same x values of two turning point, like over here 1 and 4, so we will be getting nature of root. Nature of root means we will be telling that whether the point is maximum or minimum. So after finding maximum or minimum, what we do? We sketch the graph. We input the values on the graph, and then we sketch the graph accordingly. Okay, student. I hope you understand this concept. This is the concept of how can we find double derivative and this one and this. Okay. Now, student, I am giving you one question. This is for you, and you have to do this question. Okay. So get ready for this. This is exercise 12.9. Question number 12.9. Question number 3. 9. Question number 3. Okay, I'm writing this question for you. The equation of a curve is y is equal to 2x plus 5 divided by x plus 1. Okay. Find dy by dx. Okay. Find dy by dx. Now what do you have to do? You have to find dy by dx and hence explain why the curve has no turning point. Sometimes no turning points are there. Okay, this is the question. Question number 3. Explain why it doesn't have turning point. Okay, when we find turning points, when derivative is equal to 0, it means there is a turning point. And there is the values of x. If we put the derivative is equal to 0, we will be able to find the value of x or not. So this will tell you. And then question number 4. And now question number 4. The curve y is equal to 2x cube plus ax square minus 12x plus 7 has a maximum point 8 at x is equal to minus 2. Find the value of a. Okay, student, these are 2 questions that you have to do in class today. So inshallah, then we will gather the your working here, and you will be explaining in class to other students. Okay, hurry up. Your time starts now. If anyone if anyone has done so, please explain in the class and share the answers with others. Yes, please share. Hello, students.
सर बाबर
Yes.
सर कल आपकी क्लास हुई थी फ्राइडे
Yes.
सर लिंक काम नहीं कर रहा था पिछला वाला मैंने तो कल की क्लास ज्वाइन की थी
बेटा ये वाला लिंक है जिस पे अभी आप आए हैं ना, इसी लिंक पे आपने क्लास ज्वाइन करनी है नेक्स्ट टाइम.
ओके
पॉइंट.
अरे रिकॉर्ड होगी किसी वक्त भी देख सकते हो, उसमें देख ही है.
सर कल की रिकॉर्डिंग भेज सकते हैं क्योंकि कल वाला लिंक काम नहीं कर रहा था जो आपने सेंड किया था
ओके ओके, मैं सेंड कर दूंगा.
थैंक यू सर
Okay, student, why turning point? Why it has no turning point? The reason is, the reason would be, if you find the derivative of this, the numerator will never be zero. When numerator will never be zero, so gradient will never be zero. So when the gradient is never zero, so there is no turning point in the graph. So you can say numerator can never be zero. So numerator can never be zero. Okay, now find the, okay, what is the value of A you have found from this question number 4? We have short time now. Hurry up. Please tell the value of Y. What value of A? What is the value of A? Maximum point at x is equal to -2. Find the value of A. So student, what we will do first? Hello student. We find the derivative plus 2ax minus 12. Now maximum point is 8x is equal to -2. The value of x is already given. So what we will do? We will input this x is equal to -2 in this equation, and let's see what will answer come. But this derivative should be equal to 0 because there is a maximum point. At maximum point, derivative is 0. dy by dx is equal to 0 at maximum point. So student, what should I write now? Derivative should be equal to 0. But over here, I will input the value of -2. Okay. Input x is equal to -2. And then when I input the value -2, so student 6, the value -2 square plus 2ax. What is the value of x? -2 minus 12 is equal to 0. Now student, tell me the value of a. Hurry up. Who can tell me the answer? Final answer of this?
12.
Yes. What is the value of a?
12.
Value of a is 12. Yes. What is the value of a?
-6, sir.
How -6? Okay, I write over here minus sign. How -6? This is 2. My -2 square means +4. So it is 24
-3.
minus 4a
-3, sir.
minus 12 is equal to 0. Next step. Yes, student, next step.
4a is
Sir,
equal to
12
24.
minus 4a equals 0.
What is the final answer? 12 minus 4a is equal to 0. Then a is equal to 3. So student, this is our final answer. Hope you have got the concept how we find first derivative, second derivative, and the value of x in the first derivative, second derivative, turning points on maximum or minimum.
Sir,
I hope you got all these concepts.
Sir, I didn't get the question number 3.
Question number
3.
Okay. Did you find the derivative of this?
Yes, sir.
What is the derivative? It should be -3 upon x plus 1 whole square, right?
Yes, sir, it is. Yes.
Now you tell me, can this at any value of x, can this derivative be equal to 0? Never. If you put any value of x, it can never be 0. Numerator, because numerator of derivative is never 0. Numerator of derivative is never 0. That is why there is no turning point. Okay, when turning point comes, when derivative is equal to 0, just consider the derivative will never be 0. This is the reason that it will not have a turning point. Hope you understand, and Salah.
Yes, sir.